Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's a boy SAE. Bless upon yourself and thank you all for tuning into this one. Summer peeps, we really want to touch on the West Indies versus Nepal. I've seen a clinical performance, and I must say congrats to them. I didn't get to do a little, match recap, but now it's the right time. I thought I would just share my little opinion on the match, my people. As I said, it's a good showing. Plus, we're also going to zoom in on Islamabad. I think the Pakistan Super League team have released Shamar Joseph. But, peeps, if it's the first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first to alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. So, my peeps, the West Indies battled Nepal in their third match of Group C, I think. And they were successful in beating them by 9 wickets. And I must say, some good bowling from Jason Ola and some good batting from Hetmaya and Shea Hope. These guys are the three players who stand out the most, but there were other contributions as well. And I'm happy to see that this team is having a solid run. This reminds me of when Robman Paul just took over the captaincy, and he was on a roll, bringing them to the Super 8, I think, to the quarter final of the World Cup last year. Hope they can go further this year and even lift the tournament um, title, So we're just wishing for the best, guys, and just thankful that we are witnessing good performances. Nobody can complain, and even though we are winning, people are still complaining. You understand? So we just can't please everybody, but I'm happy to say the team is playing well and they will only get stronger from here going forward. We just need for them to be consistent and believe in themselves and keep on doing what they are doing. Just believe in themselves and play to the team strategy or team plan. Each players play to their strength and we can do great things. I know a lot of people still gonna come and say Sammy rate Sammy that, but it is what it is, my people. We can't please everybody. You understand? So I'm just quite happy, guys, to witness some good batting and some good bowling from the West Indies. Just hope this can continue. And not to say that Nepal is just a small team. I think they're a good team, because they have pushed England to a place where England wasn't looking like the England team or the team that I believe Nepal had it in the bag. It's just sometimes experience count over good performance at the moment. I think England team was just more experienced in that match, and it's just what it is. But I tell you, they pushed them really close, and that's where people start look at England on a different level. You understand, my people? How can Nepal push a team like that to that level? But they need to understand Nepal had beaten West Indies in a series before, so Nepal is not just a newcomer team, even though they are associated team. I think pretty soon they might break into the ranks like the Afghanistan and those teams who we have seen a heavy rise in their cricket recently. USA. So it's good. The sport is getting livelier, bigger, and better. But as regard to West Indies, I'm just wanting to continue this good golden run because this is the only way they're going to bring joy to the region and lift another T20 title. And that's what I'm waiting for. The moment we win a title, I might have to do a. If West Indies possibly make the final, I think I'm gonna do a watch along of that match because trust me, I want to see the West Indies create history for us and so forth. But now, my people, the other story that I really want to share with you guys is Islamabad has released Shamar Joseph, the West Indies Guyanese fast bowler. I'm gonna fill you in on more details, guys, on what really happened. So, Islamabad United parts ways with Joseph ahead of the upcoming season. So, as we know, after the T20 World Cup, guys, I think the PSL will kick off, and a lot of players are getting by, some are getting released, but it is what it is. This is all the game of cricket operates. So, let's see what the article is saying, right? So Islamabad Pakistan Super League PSL outfit Islamabad United has ended the contract of West Indies fast bowler Shamar Joseph for the upcoming season. According to report by ESPN Cricket Info, um, both parties agreed by mutual consent to part ways, right? According to Islamabad United bought Joseph for his base price of PKR 11 million US 39,371 dollars at the PSL auction last Friday, right? With no other party bidding for him. According to reports, neither the player nor the franchise intends to make a public statement on the matter, and the decision is set to be approved by the PSL's technical committee. Right? Joseph has been replaced by Zimbabwe Sima Blessing Musarabani, who has played in the PSL in the past and was part of the team that won the title in 2021. Once confirmed, Sarabani will join the only other New Zealand at the PSL is Sikandar Raza, who hit the winning runs in the final for the Lahore Calendar last year. Right? United, who have won three PSL titles, a giant record also bought in Mohammad Hasnain, Salman Hershad, Mohammad Wazim Jr., Mr. Amir Hamza, and Richard Gleason as specialist quick, right? The PSL begins on March 26, my people, and will feature two new teams, Silokat Stallions and Hyderabad Hostan Kingsmen. There will be a third fresh team with Multan Sultan bought by a new owner who changed the franchise location to Rawalpindi. The final will take place on May 3rd. So, you know what, peeps, it's just um something to update, guys, and Shamar Joseph. No one expected that Islam Badge will release him after paying so much for him. But I think no transaction had made. It's just verbal contract or consensual contract. Because if you bought a player for that, I don't think the money will pay out instantly. You understand? So maybe it's just maybe something come up, or I don't know, but something happened, but we just don't know the real reason behind this. But that we're just informing you guys, and hopefully things can change in the future. Or both player and club just go their own both ways, and just continue doing what they do. There must be a main reason. But as regards to West Indies, guys, I'm happy to inform you guys that they have booked their place into the Super Eights, and I can say we're going to do great things. Speak it into being. I believe I'm gonna reach. So the West Indies is gonna win. The next match they're gonna beat Scotland. No, Italy. It's the 15. I think. And matter of fact, they already tapped the group. Um, and they already qualified for the Super 8. They're just waiting on which group they're going to be a part of, because Australia, if another surprise, if Australia is out of it, guys, I think West Indies have a better chance. But it is what it is, my people. Just leave your honest thoughts in the comment section down below. Bless upon yourself. All right, big up.